5:36. I missed it by 6 minutes plus because I had to make tea. My last day of the 30-day challenge. And I'm trying not to wake up everyone in the house, but yeah. I'm not really looking at it.
Do you know what happens when you wake up at the exact same time for 30 days straight? Me neither. Well, I thought I'd find out for everyone's benefit. So for the last 30 days, I've been waking up at the exact same time every single morning, which for me, that time is 5:30 a.m. You know, I know most people, when they go to work, they wake up early anyway, right? But I thought if you set an alarm for 5:30 every single morning, what actually happened? Day two, 5:37. First week, you know what? First week was very, very easy, I want to say. It was something new, you know, I put myself a challenge, I put it on the board, but then reality set in. First Sunday waking up at 5:30 for no particular reason besides waking up early, right, for the challenge.
Day 3, hardest day to wake up, Sunday. Come on, dark outside, 5:30.
You know what? It felt like, you know, when you wake up for an early flight, you know, when you have to go to the airport really, really early and you wake up excited, you've had about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. That's how the first week really went by. Yes, day 7. Second week, reality set in. The feeling of excitement has gone. At that point, there's no excitement. At that point, I was waking up and I started to feel a little more tired. To be fair, I felt like I didn't really want to continue it. I really didn't. Once I got the second Sunday done, the third week came around, get used to it. Today. Starting to sort of wake up before my alarm now.
More than halfway through my 30-day journey.
I started to feel as well a little bit more happier, a little bit more peaceful, just not getting into arguments. It was good, man. So now you want to know the craziest part? Let me tell you. So I worked out, right? So I used to wake up at around 7 a.m. every morning, and on the weekends around 8. So if you make the maths, that's 12 hours and 12 and a half hours each week I was getting back. Now, times that by 4, right? 4 weeks, 30 days, that's 50 hours. Do you understand? 50. I got back 50 hours this month. My whole life, I've just wasted 50 hours each week. And that's just me waking up at 5:30. Imagine what you can do in 50 hours. You can do a lot in 50 hours a month. Do that over the year, right? It's crazy. So the next equation in this whole discovery is, when do you go to bed? So I went to bed, 9:30 was the latest I ever went to bed. Between 9 and, I got my 8 hours. I got my 7.5, 7 sometimes. The point is, I got my sleep in and got my time back. So this is my theory, right? This is my not understanding of when people say, yeah, I can't wake up at 5:30, man. Like, what do you do? What do you do at 5:30? Like, what do you do between 9 and 11 is what time? Is Netflix time, right? It's chill time, game time. It's wind down time, right? So let's just say you give up those 2 hours in the evening, right? You give up those 2 hours in the evening and you put them in the morning. So now instead of waking up at 7, you wake up at 5. But guess what? Those 2 hours, you're not watching Netflix. Once you're up, you're like, oh, I might as well work out. I might as well go read something. I might as well do something now that I'm up, right? What have I learned during the challenge? Now, one is I felt more productive throughout the day, not even the morning. So forget that I was, doing stuff in the morning that helped me. You get so much self-discipline from it. When you tell yourself you're going to wake up at a specific time and you actually stick by it, you get you get motivated. You feel like you're more disciplined than you probably are. But guess what? You're developing that self-discipline for other things. So guess what? When you have that sugar craving, you're like, well, come on, man. I woke up at 5. I'm gonna have some sweets now. Come on, man. Where's that strawberry at? Do you know what I mean? The point is, you develop so much as a person just by doing that little thing. Another thing is, when you wake up early before everyone else in your house, so if you're the first one to wake up, it gives you a mental edge. It really, really does. And it's such a minor thing, but it's psychological. It's you mentally think you've already won the day. Like you've already beat the sun. You wake up before the sun rises. Waking up early makes you feel accomplished. I mean, I've already mentioned this, but having time for yourself. So you have time to reflect, document, diary, exercise. In my eye, one is sleeping time. As long as I'm going to bed around the same time and waking up at the same time, and I'm getting my 7.5 hours of sleep, I'll quote Casey Neistat here, obviously a massive YouTuber, is to keep it permanent, be willing to sacrifice your leisure time for your productive time. I mean, damn. And make it work with your schedule, so it doesn't have to be 5:30. I mean, if your work doesn't end until 12 p.m. or so, or like 11 p.m., of course 5:30 might not work. It might be 7, it might be whatever. Make it work for your schedule, make it fit in for your schedule. There's no right answer. There's no right answer of when you should go to bed. Biggest thing I've learned, right, in the last 30 days is enjoy the time that you have. Man, the time alone that you have in the morning for yourself, when the birds come out chirping, man, it feels so good. I promise you, it's so worth it, man. My end message is, I would recommend this to absolutely everyone. And again, you don't have to make it for 5:30. You make it around your time that works for you. What's the most valuable asset that humans have? It's time, right? It's time. And time, you can't get back time, right? You can't get back those 9 to 11 when you're watching Netflix or you're watching a show or whatever. When you cut that out for a week, wake up 2 hours earlier. What will happen in those 2 hours that you wake up earlier for the first week? See it for yourself. Done. That is it. I appreciate you sticking around for my first actual ever sit down videos like this. There's gonna be plenty more where that came from. That was bad. I don't know what's next. What's next? I mean, you guys tell me, what should I do next? Give me a challenge, give me something to do, something to experiment. And if you are interested in learning about yourself, discovering who you are, then maybe consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Out. Now it's 1 o'clock now, off to bed now.